media buyers I've ever worked with, most of them were from Israel.
Something great about them is that they also support each other and they have this money-making mindset. There is a huge portion of the industry, even though it's a small country, that's making a lot of money in there. It's a great geo to focus on.
We got Daniela Araya from Yep Ads. She represents the beautiful country of Costa Rica.
I'm a publisher manager for Yep Ads. We're doing a pay-per-call, home insurance, home services, all lead gen. We also have our own e-com divisions.
When you come to these shows, like, what are you looking for?
We're looking for media buyers, mainly Meta, Google, YouTube, and also advertisers who are looking to get the best quality traffic across different verticals.
So what's working best for you guys?
Right now, for pay-per-call, I will say Medicare, debt, English, Spanish, also final expense is doing amazing.
That is working for a lot of people. Why do you think it's working for you guys and it's not working for other people?
I think it's about having the right systems to make sure the quality is there. So you really have to be on top of the calls to make sure that you don't lose the buyer and that you're sending the right quality and that you meet the buyer's KPIs.
Everything I've ever done in Spanish has done well. We've done Spanish roofing, Spanish debt, Spanish solar, Spanish ACA, Spanish Medicare, all of it works. So are you doing any other Spanish verticals aside from that?
Final expense. The Spanish final expense, I will say it's gonna be one of the biggest ones.
All right, guys, Budapest, we're stepping it up over here. We're getting some Latina representation. Listen, I don't think we had any Latinos on our show, and that's fucked up because my mother's Venezuelan and my wife's Colombian. We gotta do more of this stuff.
Well, this is a great way to start.
It is. We got Daniela Araya from Yep Ads. She represents the beautiful country of Costa Rica. If you haven't been to Costa Rica, you better fucking go. People in Costa Rica live a long time. It's one of the blue zones. You know about that?
Yeah, that's because we're the happiest people in the world.
You are very happy people. Shout out my brother-in-law, Jerson Zarate. Love that guy. Fucking love him like a motherfucker. Anyway, bottom line is this. Let's talk about Daniela, you in the industry. Let's talk about Yep Ads. You guys were good partners with us at Connection Holdings. We've done a lot of stuff for you on the debt side, but you guys do more than that, right? I didn't realize you guys do e-com. So let's tell everybody about who you are, what you do at Yep Ads, and how the fuck we can all make money together.
Yes, I'm a publisher manager for Yep Ads. I've been with the company for around 2 years. We're doing a pay-per-call, home insurance, home services, all lead gen. We also have our own e-com division, so we can basically outsource any product and build all products, just plug and play for any affiliate that want to generate traffic on e-com or lead gen.
So when you come to these shows, like, what are you looking for at the booth? Like, what's like success for you? You're looking for media partner? You look for advertisers? Like, what's the main thing?
We're looking for both. We're looking for media buyers, mainly Meta, Google, YouTube is what's backing up the best in terms of quality, and also advertisers who are looking to get the best quality to traffic across different verticals.
So what's working best for you guys and your partners right now? Like, what's the hottest verticals?
Right now, for pay-per-call, I will say Medicare, debt, English, Spanish, also final expense is doing amazing. Then on the web form lead side, I will say home services is a hot vertical right now for us from Q2 to half of Q3. And after that, all insurances, Medicare, as soon as the enrollment period starts, it's really good.
Now, you mentioned Spanish debt, which I ran with you guys. We did pretty good on that. I'm hearing, you know Convosa, right? The dialer?
Yeah.
So I know Nima, the owner of Convosa, for a long time. We've used Convosa, very good dialer. I asked him a question because, people are using his system to outbound dial all the time. So he sees where the money is flowing because they use his system. He surprised me. He said debt is what most of his buyers are using Convosa for, which is surprising to me because I've done debt, and debt's been like really up and down for us. Yeah, we had to stop debt because we couldn't make it stable. We'd have a couple good weeks, a couple bad weeks, and it's been really tough. But debt is working for a lot of people. So why do you think it's working for you guys and it's not working for other people?
Well, I think it's about also like having the right systems to make sure the quality is there. That's what can make you lose a buyer like right away. And it's a rumble with pay-per-call. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes people get confused about other people advertising on social media, on Meta. So you really have to be on top of the calls and what's being run to make sure that you don't lose the buyer and that you're sending the right quality and that you meet the buyer's KPIs. I think that's super important.
So how do you exactly do that? How do you stay on top of it?
I do it personally. I make sure that every call that we're getting in, it's hitting the CPA our buyers need, for example. we're always on top and in constant communication with our buyers daily, so we can avoid like any error or any sort of a fraud coming from the calls, and that way we can maintain long-term business relationships with our partners. Save time.
It makes sense. And I saw that. I know you work with Mike on the team, and
Yes.
he would tell me that you were very hands-on and like on top of stuff. And that's good. That's what you need from a partner at the end of the day, right?
Exactly. Even if you have systems, you also need to be on top of it. And I think that's also what makes an affiliate manager great.
So we were talking about debt, right? A Spanish debt. Surprising because, my mother came to America in 1979, somewhere around then, a long time ago. And I think her generation didn't believe in credit cards. And I don't know if your family's the same way, right? They're like very against credit card, against debt. But I think the younger generation, the second generation, maybe my generation or from them, become Americanized, you start using debt. But it's surprising how Spanish debt, I feel like it came out of nowhere a few years ago. I didn't even know this shit existed,
Yeah, but let's be real. Latinos love getting in debt. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm Costa Rica, and like, that's a great market. If you know how to attack it, it's a great market because we like to get in debt. We love to spend what we don't have. So
Yeah.
it's a great part.
So are there any other Spanish markets? Because everything I've ever done in Spanish has done well. The only issue is having the back end buyers. We did Spanish solar, and that was phenomenal. But the problem is that even like the big companies, we work with a company that had 500 people in their call center. And the issue was that if they got a Spanish lead, the person wouldn't speak Spanish. They would get them a Spanish rep, transfer the call, and then they would send an appointment. And then sometimes an English speaking guy would go to the appointment. It would screw up the whole thing. So logistically, it became hard. But the calls, the leads converted very well. I did Spanish solar, we done Spanish roofing, Spanish debt, Spanish ACA, Spanish Medicare. All of it works. So are you doing any other Spanish verticals aside from that?
Final expense.
Spanish final expense?
Spanish-
Calls or what?
Calls.
Wow, okay.
Calls. The Spanish final expense, I will say it's going to be one of the biggest ones.
Okay.
Right now, I have a lot of affiliates that are moving from ACA to final expense. So I think that will be a great opportunity. Like after we get all these new regulations, right? That is the reason why a lot of people is moving from ACA to final expense. And it's also an easier vertical to crack at the same time.
When I was in my in-laws' house, they moved from South Carolina to Florida, and they're Colombian. They watch Univision, Telemundo, all that stuff. As marketers, as people that make a living from this, I watch the commercials, right? And I saw maybe 3 years ago when they lived in South Carolina, I was amazed at how many final expense commercials there were. Every time there was a commercial break, there was a final expense commercial. There was a home warranty commercial in Spanish. And I forgot the other was. I think it was insurance, Spanish auto insurance. But it blew my mind away. And I don't think at that time, I didn't know who the hell was buying those calls. But I'm not surprised because the Hispanic population worries about the future a lot, right?
Yeah.
They're frugal. They worry about the future, so they know, hey, we're gonna die at some point. The freaking funerals are expensive. My father passed a year and a half ago, and I was amazed at how much it costs, right? So it's true. I feel like that Spanish market, it's such a perfect product for them.
Exactly. No, and if you think about it also, there is a huge Spanish community in the US, and not everyone is like putting a lot of focus on it. So I think it's a great opportunity for all those media buyers that are already cracking other verticals. Just get the right people in your team as well. If you need people that speak Spanish, like you have that people that it's in the business as well who can help you out. I think that's something that have helped my role in Yep Ads as well for the Spanish verticals, that I can understand what's going on in the calls and I can be on top of them and make sure that everything is just like flowing all right. But definitely you need someone that speaks the language to like really crack it, or at least know the language right at the same time.
And also the thing with Spanish, you know this, a word in Mexico will be different than a word in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And I know you, Bill Somerville from Policy Bond. He spoke at Medicare a few years ago. He does a lot in the Spanish space. He buys and sells Spanish Medicare calls. And he was talking about when you target, when you're targeting South Florida, you're not going to use the same verbiage, the same ad copy as you're going to use in Texas.
Yeah.
But Texas is mainly Mexican, right? In South Florida, you got Cuban, you got Venezuelan, you got Colombian. Those are the predominant Argentinians, right? And they're all different language, different words. I mean, they're even like me. Sometimes I'm talking to my wife. She's from Medellin. And there's words that I would have learned from my mom in Venezuela that she doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? Or like a retro. I know a retro. A retro means something way different in Colombia than it means in Venezuela, right? So it's like, it's just those nuances make a big difference. So it's great that you have that. I'm sure you look at ad copy sometimes, right? When you're trying to print the ads.
I make sure I have to review all the ad copies, all the content. We make sure that everything is compliant for every buyer. So it's great to have the people that speak different languages. I speak 4 languages.
Oh,
So
really? What other languages you speak?
I speak Portuguese, Spanish, Hebrew, and English.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can see Portuguese. Portuguese is similar
Or to
to
Spanish.
Spanish for Hebrew. Or Hebrew, how'd that come about?
I lived in Tel Aviv for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I work for an advertiser there, neutral advertiser.
So let's talk about that because, I don't even know Purple Lee's James Van Elswick.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
He's very big in the industry. I met him in 2012. We reconnected in 2016 and we blew up solar. I mean, I was his biz dev guy. He had a lot of solar leads. Solar City went out of business, something. And then I knew the call centers that were growing and boom, we started to blow up solar, man. But he moved to Tel Aviv, I think in 2014, 2015. And he convinced that move accelerated his process.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. And I went to Tel Aviv and that's what I move fast. I go to New York, fucking move it.
Yeah.
Tel Aviv, they move faster than me.
Oh, yeah.
I felt fucking slow there, you know?
Exactly. And something great about them is that they also support each other and they have this money-making mindset. Like there is no step back, only steps forward and steps forward together. So I think that sense of community at the same time, it's really strong, because at the end, you cannot build alone. You need to build together. Yeah. And they actually there is a huge portion of the industry, even though it's a small country, that's making a lot of money in there, and it's a great geo to focus on as well.
Oh, yeah. Some of the best media buyers I've ever worked with, probably most of them, 90% were from Israel.
Yeah, they're amazing. And that money-making mindset, it's what's needed, to be hungry in this industry, it's needed, because this industry never sleeps.
No,
It never sleeps.
It never sleeps. So let's talk about how did you get you started in Nutra in Israel? Is that how you got into the industry? Or like what was
Actually, I started as an affiliate manager on gambling for Bet US. Actually, they're here, and then I moved to Nutra. To the Nutra vertical, and then I just wanted to expand into more verticals, and that's how I find jobs. And I'm really happy with the company. We really care about the partners. Sometimes for affiliate networks, an affiliate is just the number. For us, it's truly a partner. We have partners that have been with us for like 8 years. They trust us because we're there not just to give them offers and see them as a number, but to help them build. Because reality is that verticals change. Like something that's working today, tomorrow can be dead, and we're going to be there to educate you and to help you grow and expand. So I think that's what makes Yep Ads great, that we're going to be there for your growth at the same time. We're not going to let you down. If the boat is sinking and the vertical that you were pushing, we're going to help you out and educate you in another vertical to help you succeed and keep growing. So I think that's something super important for affiliates to look for when working with an affiliate network, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I wanted to have you on the show. This was unexpected. Like Samara came walking with you, really, and I think I don't know, maybe he was joking or at the time, and I didn't think you were where you wanted to be on, but hey, you're on here, and I appreciate you doing that.
No.
Yeah.
I truly admire you and what you do and your project. Well, you have been my partner for a while, and I just see success here, and I want to keep supporting you and your project. You're amazing.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. And that we want to have people bring value to everyone here. And again, listen, you're doing Spanish, you're in the Spanish verticals, you got to hit up Daniela and her team. They're amazing, and it's going to continue growing at the end of the day. It's not going to stop growing, regardless of what the hell everyone's talking about. It's going to keep moving in the right direction.
Exactly. Yeah, there is no option to take steps back. Again, whatever is not growing, we focus in the next opportunity and we make it grow.
Yeah, for sure. You guys, I did a Spanish immigration campaign a year ago. We had problems getting the buyer network going. It was very tough for these smaller attorney groups. Have you guys doing anything in that side, or you ever looked into it?
No, it's something that we have been asked for, but we're not currently putting our hands on that. But I think it could be something great. Even more now, that with Trump and regulations and all of that, I think it's a great opportunity to like just get your hands on.
I was curious. The issue we had is that I think it was a lot of potential. We were able to generate the leads. Those are good ROI. It was just the buyer network was very tough to build out, But if someone's able to do that, I think that's a lot. There's huge opportunity there for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I think that maybe partnering maybe with a law firm or something like that is taking cases like that can be like a good, like a combination to crack something like that.
Yeah, for sure. How about Spanish, like online education?
For a paper call?
Yeah, paper call, lead gen, because you have these online, EDU, right? EDU, people online universities. I always felt like technical or like Spanish online. I feel like there's got to be something there at some point.
Yeah, the thing with EDU is that it's very seasonal as well. It's one of those seasonal verticals. But yeah, we're not that big on EDU, but
okay.
All lead gen, paper call, hit me up, guys.
Nice.
And I'll be there to help you.
One last question for you. How do you feel? Because listen, our industry, this show actually has a lot more females than the American shows, right? And I know you go to both. You go to American shows, you come to these international. How is being a female, maybe Latina? Because I don't feel there's a lot of Latinas in our industry, But has that been an advantage for you? Or, I mean, I would imagine it helped you stand out, right? I feel like in this industry, you want to stand out a little bit, right? But you also want to deliver, what you do. So can you talk about that?
Yeah, exactly. So, well, it's not easy. It's not easy to be a woman in this industry because it's male predominant for sure. But, if you're professional enough and you know what you're talking about, then you have the experience, the people will respect you. And well, obviously with a lot of guys, you need to like set some boundaries here and there. But if you are professional enough, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, great answer. And I see that. I think that the females in the industry, I know they've been successful. They're strong, right? And they're able to set those boundaries. Whereas females I know that haven't had success, they didn't know they couldn't figure that out, right? It's a tough industry, honestly, whether you're a male or female. So I can see how it's like probably 90% male, when you go to these shows. And hats off to you for being able to do it successfully.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we got the crowd participation. All right, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yeah,
okay.
Do you live in Costa Rica or?
I live in Costa Rica, but we're never in our homes.
I know, right? That's what it comes down to. Yeah.
Yeah. You too.
I know. I can't wait to come home. I've been a lot of travel the last month. It's been insane.
Well,
I can't wait to freaking be home. Yeah.
You are ready for a vacation. You're my guest with all
I appreciate that. Yeah, listen, we go there often. I mean, now being in Miami, Costa Rica, No, we went to Mexico. We went to we went to Cancun. That was like an hour and a half. From New Jersey, it would take like 5 hours. My brother-in-law goes to Korea. He was just in Costa Rica last week. He goes like every 3 months. So he loves it because he's able to get there so fast now,
I live in Miami. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, it's so close. But I had a great time. Guys, if you've ever been to Costa Rica, you got to go. It's such a beautiful country. Great weather, great people, great food.
Low taxes.
Awesome. Low tax? I didn't know about that, yeah. We got to watch out for the monkeys on the beach.
Yeah.
They'll take your shit. Yeah, don't give them anything. They'll come to take all your shit. Daniela, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Yes.
Want to play some Bad Bunny to this? Good fucking time. How do you say let's fucking go? Vamos? How do you say let's fucking go in español? Vamos. Pura vida.
Pura vida.
Good, Daniela, pleasure. Great to have you on the show. Good shit. Let's fucking go, guys. Yep ads.
Get ready to level your shit up with the LFG Show. We travel the globe to bring you heavy hitters from all walks of life. We've been talking some serious business, from the best digital marketers, government contracting experts, to top athletic and celebrity doctors. We've got it all covered. We're talking to guys with cash in for billions with a B. And the best thing is, we're just getting started. So hold on tight. We're about to crank it up a notch. Get ready for next level networking and masterminds within the LFG community. Scared money don't make no money or honey. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, and let's fucking go.